Stoners, welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stonez. I am your host, Britt Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I've got a great show for you lined up today. I am going to be pairing the Macanudo Inspirada Gigante 6x60, and this is the red label, with Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye. I think it's going to be a great matchup, so let's pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, the Macanudo Inspirada red label Gigante, it's really, I guess you'd say, kind of a Toro. It's a 6x60 on the ring gauge, or Gordo. The filler is Honduran Yamastran and Nicaraguan Esteli and Ometepe tobaccos. The binder is a Nicaraguan Jalapa, and the wrapper is a beautiful Ecuadorian Habano Ligero. Now visually, the stick is sort of a medium brown, kind of a chocolatey color. It has the feel of like the old paper sacks that you got at the grocery store. It's got visible seams, but they're tight, minimal veining, and it has a triple cap. Now on the nose, I pick up leather, some almonds, and kind of a wonderful aroma of stables or barnyard. It's got a really great aroma to this stick. Let's go ahead and give it a cut and test out the cold draw. This has a nice, easy draw to it. It's not over easy, but it's also not, it's not tight. Now on the cold draw, I pick up more leather. I'm getting some cocoa and maybe some black pepper and spices and a little bit of earth. It's a wonderful stick. I haven't even lit it yet. Now, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye, I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. By law, rye has to be 51% rye grain. Now this is a non-age statement whiskey that's 94 proof, and the mash bill on this particular offering is 70% rye, 18% corn, and 12% malted barley. Now, visually, this is a beautiful, beautiful, deep reddish amber. It's got great legs on it, great viscosity, really clings to the glass well. On the nose, I pick up cherry, bananas, some oak, and some spice. Thank you to the rye for that. Now on the palate, it's got a kind of a buttery mouthfeel to it, and I pick up bananas and some cherries, some caramel, and maybe even some plantains, oak, and of course spice from the rye. The finish is kind of a medium length. There is some light hints of ethanol, but then there's also some cherry and vanilla, cinnamon and vanilla to kind of tamp that down. So the ethanol is not harsh or overpowering. There's just a slight hint there, but then you get this cinnamon and vanilla that just makes it all better. Let's go ahead and give our stick a light and see how these go together. Just from the first puffs, this is a really good stick. Very generous amount of smoke coming off of it. And on the light, I'm picking up some espresso, some chocolate, a little bit of leather and oak. Yeah, this is a really, really good stick. Go ahead, I need to touch this up just a little more on one side. Now let's go ahead and try them together. Yeah, those are going really, really well together. Of course, rye has a spice to it from the rye grain, and it's mixing very well with the black pepper and the spice that I'm getting off of the stick from the nose, and also the oak. Right away, this is a very good matchup. There's just a touch of sweetness to the stick that it's barely there at all, but it is enough to be worth mentioning. I think this is going to be a really, really good matchup. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. Hey Stoners, I am back. We are down to about the halfway mark, and these two are still going together very, very well. The Macanudo Inspirada, while it's not just a completely straight burn line, it does have some wave to it. It's nothing that really interferes with the smoke, and I haven't had to touch it up yet, but it was at least worth mentioning. Now, as far as the flavor profiles, they are going together very, very well. Here at the half, the spices kind of come forward in the stick, along with the oak and cinnamon. The espresso has kind of backed off to more of a freshly roasted coffee, and that is all blending together very well with the bananas and the cherries, the caramels, plantain, oak and spice, everything that the Jack Daniel's Single Barrell Rye is bringing to the game. And I think this has been, so far, a really good matchup. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the band, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Hey Stoners, I am back. We are down to the band, and the glass is empty. This has been a very, very good matchup. I really like the way these kind of tied together. I've never been one for Macanudo cigars. It's not that I've had anything against them. I've just never really tried them. But this was an excellent stick. And if you're going to try your first Macanudo, I would definitely recommend the Inspirada Red Label. In the final half, we got oak and cocoa, earth and spice, and there was a little bit of nuttiness. and that just really tied together with the oak, spice, cherries, bananas, caramel, all the things that the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye brought in. If I had to rate these two, I would give the Single Barrel Rye, I would give it a 95 Whiskey Stones out of 100. And the Macanudo, I would give it a 92 out of 100 matchsticks. These were two very good offerings that did go well together, and I would definitely say you need to give these a try. I always keep a bottle of the Single Barrel Rye on my shelf, and recommend that you do too. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Sticks and Stones. I am so glad you decided to join me. Be sure to push like, subscribe, share, notify. Share this with your friends. Tell them about this crazy guy from Texas that is doing these pairing videos and pairing podcasts. Be sure to be watching for new content to drop. I do sometimes just drop things kind of off schedule, so be sure to be watching out. I look forward to getting together with you again, but until we get together for another drink and another smoke, be sure to keep your sticks dry and your stones cold, and have a great day.